Hi and welcome to HeKate's Crossing. What I want to do is look at a crystal reading for divination. Okay, not necessarily for the chakras, but just in general. Let's look at the crystal oracle. And what we're going to start with is this one here by Toni, Carmine, Salerno. And this is for divination. So what crystal is of value to your journey at this time? So let's have a look and see what crystal is of value to you at this time. And this one is citrine. So it talks about wealth, creativity and abundance, healing, let go of guilt and fear. So citrine. So just take a moment and take a deep breath and feel the energies of the citrine. Now, citrine is a yellow crystal, yellowy and orange. So it could be in between if it's an orange citrine, well then it's going to be about your sacral chakra. So that's about your identification, about who you are as as a sexual being, as a person, as an individual. And when I'm talking about a sexual being, I'm not talking about I'm not talking about sex as such. I'm talking about the essence of who you are as an individual. Okay, so that's really important for you to acknowledge the individuality that we are, but also the collective group we are. So that's talking about your own sexuality and who you are within yourself, your own power, your own being empowered, your own strength, your own vitality and energy, your passion, your creativity. All those are going to come into play. And you've got your solar plexus, so it's how you digest your experiences in life, how you trust your gut instinct is really important. Your own spirituality success, your own spiritual success, and how you move through things, process things. Really, really important. So this is the citrine. So we're talking about how your wealth. So your wealth is not necessarily money and finances. It's also talking about your abundance and prosperity in regards to your happiness and joy and inner peace. All those things are really, really important to you. So it allows you to feel like you are healing within oneself. So citrine is a great healing crystal. It's also one that you can put in the till. So it is about finances as well. So if you're struggling a little bit in the money sense of it, citrine is absolutely brilliant for that aspect as well. Putting in the till in your purse and your wallet. Have a little piece in there. Okay, it allows you to let go of any guilt you're feeling. So if you're at the moment you're feeling very guilty about something, this is a great crystal to work with. It allows you to let go of that guilt and allows you to let go of any fear of the unknown that you have. If you're feeling fearful about something, this is going to allow you to move through that process very, very slowly, but it will allow you to move through it. So this is a real citrine. This is orange or yellow. So, and they will affect different areas of your body depending on what colour they are. So do feel the energy and feel what you feel most drawn to. Okay, so that's with the Crystal Oracle, Toni, Carmine, Salerno, Guidance from the Heart of the Earth. That's citrine. So that's one card we could look at if we're just doing a sort of a fairly short reading. We're not wanting anything too deep or anything like that. So that's just one card. And then we're going to go to the Crystal Grid Oracle. Okay, this is a spiritual guidance using nature's tools by Nicola. This is a really cool deck. So this is about what grid will help us move through the processes of the citrine. So this is going to be interesting. This is what other crystals will be involved as well. Okay, and it's just this one here. And it's talking about heart protection. And this is about pink fluorite. So this is very important that as you're going through this process of maybe letting go of guilt and fear, that you're actually protecting your heart, because you're going to be opening yourself up quite a lot. and working with the pink fluorite is going to allow you to do that, to open that heart unconditionally. You're going to find yourself feeling very vulnerable, maybe a bit teary-eyed as you go through the process. It's going to be quite a lot for you, but I think that's a really good crystal to be working with at this time as you're going through the processes of letting through the guilt and letting go of the fear. The things that are holding you back are stopping you from achieving your positive results, achieving the results that you want in life. You've got this idea and you've got this plan, but what's holding you back from stopping you from taking those steps over the threshold? So really important to open that heart chakra and make sure that that is protected as you go through the stages. So that's your 2 crystal cards that you could be working with at this time as you go through this thing. And what I'll do is, if I was doing a reading for you, I would actually send images of these cards to you as well, so that you could print them out if you want to, put them on an altar or put them in your space or somewhere where you can meditate and reflect on those images, just so that you've got them there to help you as you process and move through the stages. Now what I want to do is, look, this is just something I'll throw in together. I really want to get a cloth maybe at some stage with the crystals on it, but this is just something I sort of threw together, a little bit of a chart there, you can sort of see bits and pieces, got different things on it. Whoops, there you go. Just want to show you what it is. Okay, and what I do is I lay it out and I just move the cards. Let's move the cards slightly from all the boxes anyway. I'll just put the cards over here and remove the boxes to the side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the crystal bag and I'm going to just choose, say we'll do 5 crystals, or shall I do 7? I'll do 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to do 7. Okay, I've got no idea what the crystals are yet. I'm just putting them in my hand. I'm just laying them over the chart. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is we've got the blue lace agate. And blue lace agate is about harmonization. So it's about having harmony in your thoughts, ideas, and communication. So making sure that when you're communicating clearly. So by working with blue lace agate, it's going to allow you to have that harmony within your speaking, your communication, so that your thoughts and ideas are in harmony with your actions. That could be something that can be really important. Then you've got your solar plexus chakra, and citrines come out. Oh, calcites come out. And again, it's that sort of orangey shade. So again, it's about that sense of identity and what's going on for you. So I feel like there's a sense of allowing yourself this energy that's going to give you that, how do you digest your experience? It's very much about your digestive system. So I think that's and it's quite strong to do with your solar plexus. So it's quite interesting that sort of come out together. That's very, very strong. So it's telling me that could be some issues with your stomach at the moment. One of you may resonate with that and say, oh my God, yes, I've really got some issues with my stomach. So you might need to go to the doctors and get that checked. That might be something that might be really, really important. Okay, so we've got aventurine, and we've got aventurine, which is about, again, about opening your heart, but it's also about expansion and growth. And it's talking about your sacral chakra and your crown chakra. So you're going to have an expansion and growth in the way that you receive messages coming through, and your own identity is going to be expanded and growing. So as you listen through the messages, that's going to come through, and you've got clear quartz, which is about clarification on your sacral chakra. So that's saying that you're going to be very clear and clearing away. You're going to have clarification in your identity and who you truly are. But there's also a sense of no. So someone's asked you a question and when you're wavering a little bit, well, it's telling you very clearly no. You know, there is a definite no. Okay, so then there is a sense of transformation and stuff going through. and you've got with the amethyst, and that's on your throat chakra, third eye, and crown. So that's all about the way you're going to express yourself, how you're going to see things. There's going to be some changes in that, and how you're going to receive the information coming through as well. Now, the fuchsite is about a relationship that is very balanced and very opening up. It's opening up your relationships, and it's talking about your base chakra and your third eye. So that's very much about allowing yourself the ability to have a good relationship with what's going on with your third eye and your base chakra. So I feel like there's going to be some balancing going on for you, some realignment. So that's really, really important for you. Now you've got serpentine in the heart chakra. And serpentine for me is again about the heart. It's definitely about how you perceive yourself within your heart chakra. So this is very much about looking at how you're going to love who you are as an individual, how you're going to see yourself as an individual within your heart chakra. So it's opening that up. So there you have a crystal with divination. Very, very quick look at what's possible for you in what's happening. So in regards to a little bit of your chakras and how it affects your life in general. So that's sort of another aspect in the crystal and chakra aspect as well. So that could come through and in a little bit more depth if you're looking at the chakras, and it's quite focused, so it's quite important. But it's also in the crystal, so we can sort of play with either of those readings and do that. That's not an issue at all. So the other thing I want to look at too when we're looking at the crystals, put those back because we may get different crystals in the second chart. So here we have the second chart here, and this chart is a spiral, as you can see. It's a spiral chart, and it has things written in the corners, all four corners, as you can see. Okay, so we've got mental communications, spiritual, work, career, and love and relationships. You've got emotions and physical health. You've got things that are happening now. There's the immediate future. There is the long-term future. Then it moves around to immediate past and far past. So let's have a look and see what crystals. And now this one we're only going to do 3 crystals. Because you don't want to do too much with this one, because this one otherwise... Oops. Oh, 1, 2. Okay, so let's have a look at fuchsite, hematite, and clear quartz. What do we need to know about now? Okay, so fuchsite's actually fallen off the chart, so that's telling us that it's outside. So it's about your heart chakra and being balanced all over in all areas of your life. So fuchsite is sort of saying to me very, very clearly that it's in all areas of your life that you need to actually open your heart, make sure you stay balanced and grounded, which is really, really important. And that's going to allow yourself to think. So here we have in the now with hematite, and hematite is about preordination. So it's telling us that things are happening as they should right now. We're all in the right space. We're doing everything we're supposed to. And in the immediate future, we have about clear quartz, so about having clear. So as long as we stay grounded, we make sure our heart is open and we're grounded to all areas of our life, we know that everything is going to happen as it should. Everything's unfolding and we're going to have clarity. So really quick look at what's happening. Nothing else sort of fell into the past. That's not important. We're moving on. Don't worry too much about the immediate future. It is about now. It's about all areas of our life. Everything's sort of coming together. Everything is as it should be. So that's quite an interesting little reading. So that is looking at, again, you've got the crystals within divination. So I want to sort of see how the crystal reading and the chakra reading can sort of overlap in some ways when you're thinking about having a reading. So if you're looking at each of the chakras, I'm just going to go through really quickly. This is going to be really quick. It can go in more in depth with some of the other decks, but using the Tarot de Marseille, I want to keep the reading very simple and with clarity and not too waffle, because we are going to go through the 7 chakras. So we start with the base chakra, okay? Then you've got sacral, solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. Okay, so base chakra. So about being grounded, okay, and having the energy. Just talking about your own energy. And you've got, today we've got the reading of 8 of Swords. And so 8 of Swords tell us maybe you're feeling very, your energy is feeling very suppressed, very, I just get very tied in what's happening. There is no, you know, you want to be moved, there want to be movement, but there isn't any. It's very stale. It's very stagnant energy. It's a sense of being very cautious energy at the moment for you in your base chakra. So I just feel like things are not really moving for you at this time. You're feeling very stuck in your energy, in your vitality. There doesn't seem to be that up and go. Okay, so in your sacral chakra, which is about your identity and your sexuality, you have the world. So I feel like there's a shift going on in regards, you're leaving behind the old stuff going on and you're moving through the new energy. So that's quite interesting how you've got the world there, and you're sort of really saying goodbye old beliefs, old identity of who I am, and now I'm moving into this new energy. My spirituality is developing. I'm really allowing myself this transformation, these changes, and I'm moving through new doorways. Okay, so then we've got the solar plexus. So it's how do you digest your experiences in life? And it's the 3 of Chalice, and it's upside down. So it's not about being out in the public, being out in the open, but it's about keeping things quite quiet, and you're not growing and expanding a little bit maybe in that area in your solar plexus. There might be a little bit of stagnant energy. So there is no rebirthing, and there is no sense of, I just feel like everything's sort of closed in regards to that. You're keeping things very quiet in regards to how you digest your experiences. You keep things you keep things internal. That's what it is. You keep things internal, which is not allowing you to grow and expand. Okay, so I feel like see, isn't it interesting how I'm getting a lot of stomach stuff today? So someone that I'm doing this reading for who's going to see this has a lot of stomach issues, and you're not going to the doctor about it. And I think it's very important that you go and get that checked out. I'm not saying it's super serious, but you certainly need to see somebody to help you move through the process of that. I'm just getting a lot of stomach issues happening. It's really weird feeling. Okay, so now we've got the heart. So we're talking about opening yourself up, being vulnerable. Maybe you're needing to, here we go, we have the Emperor here. So this is about being in control of how you open your heart out. Be very careful about who you trust and with your heart. Your heart's very sacred, and when you open yourself up, you can be vulnerable to their energies, their manipulation. So, and the Emperor can be quite manipulative in the way, his way's the only way. So just be very, very careful about how you open your heart to this person who could be a little bit controlling of you. So just be aware of that and how you're going to deal with it, how that you're going to become the controller, the energy of yourself. You know, nobody else should be able to control you but you. Your choices, your decisions. That's very important. So be very aware of that in regards to your heart chakra, the Emperor. And then we've got your throat, how you communicate. And you've got 4 of Pentacles here, 4 of Discs. And I feel, again, you have that suppression. You have that sense of not communicating clearly at this time. Okay, I'm getting very, very sore in the throat. I feel like very much, very tight energy within my throat area. And it's oh God, that's very, very tight and it's very uncomfortable. So someone's got maybe some issues with the throat area. Maybe someone's finding it hard to breathe with the throat area. An injury with the throat of some sort. So, yeah, there's a lot of throat stuff going around. So just be very aware of your throat in some way. So if you're resonating with this reading and you're going, yeah, my throat's been a bit tickly, or my throat, feeling I've not been able to communicate clearly. I feel like I'm being suppressed in some way. Maybe you are talking to somebody and they go, zip, look, that whole shut, don't talk to me now, da-da-da-da. Maybe that's affecting your throat too. So just think about what's affecting your throat chakra at this time. What's stopping you from being able to, I want to say, overcome the challenges. Why am I still getting throat? Even though I know it's Pentacles, but I'm still getting a really strong area because it is the throat area. And I just feel like there's a sense of what's leading you into this. I'm just getting very, very strongly here. It's like someone's leading you into something that you don't want to do, maybe. Your sense of being led somewhere, or you're leading somewhere, you're leading someone that you don't want to lead into this area. So, and you're needing to have to express yourself. I know it's that to become clear. So maybe it's about you needing to communicate clearly about where you want to go, what you want to do, or who you're leading, who you're speaking to. Maybe this person's not really listening to you. Okay, so we're starting to clear again now, so that's really cool. So now third eye. Third eye is about seeing the truth of the situation, opening yourself up to divine awareness, maybe working spiritually. And here you've got the 9 of Wands, and it's telling us perseverance. I feel like you want to give up. You want to give up. You've really had enough. And they're going, no, keep going, keep going. You're going to achieve it. You're so close to where you need to be with your third eye. So just keep going, keep fighting, keep moving towards where you want to be. I think that's really important. So that's 9 of Wands. And your third eye, you're so close to where you need to be, but you haven't quite reached that area yet. You feel like giving up. It's saying, no, no, keep going, keep persevering. You're moving through new levels of awareness. You're moving into a sense of with your desires and your creative energy, your passions. You're so close to where you want to be. You're moving into the new levels of awareness, like you're just moving through the new gateway, just walking over that threshold, but you haven't quite reached it yet. So it's saying definitely you're on the way to opening yourself up, your third eye. So interesting. Okay, your crown chakra, this is about receiving the messages coming through. And it's saying, whoa, quickly, it's going to be rapid. It's 8 of Wands. It's going to be quick. Boom. So as you go through your chakras, you do all what you need to do. Eventually, this is going to be quick. This is going to be like, yep, movement. You're going to hear the messages coming through. They're going to hit you all of a sudden. So it's all about doing the groundwork and making sure that you're taking care of your health. You're taking care of your emotions, you're taking care of everything around you, and things are going to happen quite quickly for you in regards to your chakras, getting balanced and realigned. Okay, so that is a complete crystal chakra reading. It's going to take about 25 to 30 minutes reading. To do a reading like this on YouTube for you if you want to do a reading like this. I could do a little bit longer if you wish. I could shorten it, but you won't get as much information for sure. if you want a reading like this sort of size, and I mean, really, if it was for you personally, I'm sure I'd be picking up a lot more information. This is very general. I'm actually not sure who this is actually for. So we're looking at recapping the reading overall. So you've got the citrine. So I think take a few moments to breathe and feel that energy coming through. So it's definitely about how you digest your experiences, how you allow yourself to expand and grow. And I feel like you just need that growth. Whoops, with the Three of Cups, all about celebrating who you are. And I just feel like you're not being able to do that with your solar plexus. So that's come through quite strongly there, and how you digest your experiences in life, but also about your identity and your own sexuality and who you are, your identity. Very, very important there. And it's about opening up with the pink fluorite so that you can actually grow and expand and develop within yourself, making sure that you are well protected. Okay, so looking through, you've gone through and you've had a look again at the crystals, the charts. We know that we know everything's happening in divine order. Everything's happening as it should. You've got to have clarity, and it's about opening your heart to all areas of your life. You're being able to communicate clearly, your spirituality, your relationships and self-love, your work and career, making sure your emotions are in balance, making sure your physical and health is all in realignment. Really, really important. So, and then you looked at this one, we went through and had a quick look at some of the chakras about having clarity. There's a definite saying no about what's going on, but very interesting that the chakras came out very strongly in the reading, considering that we're sort of focusing between the crystal reading and the chakras and brought it together as one. So what I'm going to do now, just to finish off, let's send you a little bit of healing. Sending you a bit of healing through. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the big rose quartz over here. Put this in the middle of the reading. I'm going to focus on that, and we're going to send through the healing. Feel that energy healing. Okay, another aspect of healing which just takes a few minutes is a little bit of This is a very general healing session. If I was to do it for someone specific, the energy might be slightly different, the voice might be slightly different. This might be a little bit more for someone. Ra. Eo. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Feeling your chakras realigned and balanced and complete. Thank you for allowing the energy of love to enter our life as we move forward in regards to the chakras, being balanced and being realigned for us at this time. Taking care, allowing the energy to flow within each of us with love, opening our hearts to be balanced and realigned, unconditional love for ourselves so we can do our own healing. We can heal who we are as individuals. Do not let others have your power. Be empowered in your own journey. This is about you being in control of the path that you decide to take for yourself. It's how you digest your experiences, how you are you, who you are. Know thyself. Take care and blessed be. Thank you from HeKate's Crossing with a variety of decks with crystals and oracle reading. Take care and blessed be.